So I mean, I don't know where else to go with it, Nick, other than like
They suck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but like, what's it take to wash it away? Like, if they go out and they smoke the two LA teams, that still doesn't wash it away for me. I need to
Me either.
see.
But John, if they lose to the Lakers on national, I think that's nationally televised too. If they lose to the Lakers, then I don't know if that still matters. It does to me. Then I'm going to be really pissed. I'm going to start going there gutless, and then the boomerage comes out because you can't throw up two consecutive stinkers on national television. One against the team that punked you in the finals, and the other against your arch rival. They better win against the Lakers.
I feel no rage, truthfully. I'm just shocked. I did not expect. I didn't think they were capable of a performance like this for real. Like, I thought like you could have a bad shooting night. Golden State's a tough team. They play really well at home. You might lose a game. It'll be competitive. It'll be an annoying freaking loss, but whatever. And then you'll grit your teeth and be like, all right, get them next time. I did not expect straight up game 4, 5, 6 vibes. I did not expect that. I never thought that could happen to this team. And I wonder what they're thinking and feeling right now. And I'm curious when Bobby gets out of the locker room.
I can't wait to hear the fire in their gut.
What they're saying, because I mean, I know Tatum will take it on himself. He's a very accountable guy. And that makes sense. But
and Brown gave everything he could. I mean, there's not really much that he could say. I mean, Marcus really, Derek White really, Al was missed more, I think, just as a big body, right? I mean, Blake did as good as he could. He had a good game filling in, but he's not going to be the presence that Al Horford is. Al's also a calming force, and they sorely missed that tonight. I thought it was really, really, again, I don't like when not that I don't like, I just don't pay attention when the players are mic'd up. It's not that important to me. I think it's real cliche shit. But Marcus told a lot in that one. I mean, he started saying basic things when you're playing the Warriors. Basic. And they're doing this on the fly. I mean, again, was there a walkthrough today? Did they have a walkthrough? Did they not watch film from the finals? This was the same games. Like, just put it right back. Transport this game back to June, and you have tonight's game. You didn't even have to play. Yeah. So I just felt like Tatum was going to come out and score 50. And if they lost, it was going to be, like you said, an annoying loss where they really fought hard. I know that's cliche, but it was down to the wire. This was embarrassing.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, because right now a lot of the post-game stuff coming out is about, people defending Tatum. Malcolm Brogdon saying, like, obviously, no, we still have tremendous faith in Tatum. Mazzulla saying, no, he doesn't have to do anything different. It was me. Coaching has to be better, which is good. I love the accountability there. We'll bring in Bobby and get his takes on things as well. Bobby Manning in Golden State. Bobby, you're out of the locker room. We're talking about Tatum. I saw some guys, defending him. I heard Joe Mazzulla also saying, like, we got to coach better. It's not on him. What's the general reaction to overall just this stinker of a game, but in particular, Tatum's absolute, just dog shit, no-show performance?
Yeah, it feels a little protective of him after this one, because you see the lack of involvement between the first and the second quarter. And I'm sure some of that goes back to coaching and their approaches. But I saw guys throughout the game trying to get him the ball. There was one play in particular where he was matched up against JaMychal Green, and just kind of like hesitated, threw it to Brogdon. He fired off a three. And those are the kind of sets you were seeing from the Celtics tonight. Uncomfortable. By the fourth quarter, I thought they looked rattled. And Tatum just disappeared for large stretches. And that was the story of this one for sure. He missed some tough shots in the lane. They were really loading up on him in there. So I'm sure that's what Joe looks at and is like, all right, we had to find some ways to shake that. And this certainly wasn't all on Tatum. There were some guys up and down the lineup who were just terrible in this one. But this is a tough one for Tatum, given the finals he had, given the issues he had in this building against this team. You really want to have a comeback performance. And instead, this one looked just like what we were watching in June.
And that's the thing. It was so eerily similar, both in terms of Tatum's struggles and Brown being like, okay, I'll just do it myself. And again, you had a lot of people off those finals being like, well, Brown wasn't deterred by their defense because, again, Brown has that thing that Tatum doesn't, which serves him really well, is that extra gear. No, he's just got
that was a joke. That was a joke.
He's got that extra level of athleticism where he can physically just get there better than Tatum can, where Tatum has to make his moves and kind of get his way into the lane, and he's get himself set for the finishes that he wants to do. And when you throw a lot of bodies at him like they were doing tonight, he gets thrown off a little bit, and that's what happened to him. But yeah, it didn't look like he knew where he wanted to go, whether he wanted to get into the lane, where he wanted to go with the ball. There are times late in the clock where he had the ball and he's like, I got nothing. And then he'd give it to somebody else. It's just a strange overall performance. He didn't really seem comfortable at any point in time with really any of the way the game was going.
Yeah, Bobby, and that's what the Warriors want to do. Go ahead, Nick.
Bobby, I think that they were getting Tatum the ball, but they weren't really doing anything to get him open or put him in positions to make plays. I mean, it was more of that, get Tatum the ball, double team at the 3-point line, let him dribble, and hopefully find an open guy on the 3-point line. So there's nothing advancing towards the basket. And that's something that's alarming because I thought we cured that. I thought that was now a thing of the past.
Yeah, and I think some of the rotations hurt them in that sense. Like, Blake was rough in this one. Those Luke minutes where they went deep into the second unit were just a disaster early in that first quarter. So a lot of times Tatum was off the ball, and that's been successful for them so far this year. But they weren't able to involve them. Like, I think there was some ball denying going on. I'd say that there was definitely a lot of rushing guys off the line and making them
blitzing him.
Those tough decisions. And you saw it with Grant. Grant really got rushed to the line, and different guys who had the ball in their hands were rushed. This wasn't the greatest Smart game. I thought he was erratic at times. Brogdon settled them down, but no one else really could. And Tatum, he got lost. And I think, there'll probably be possessions where he looks back and says, I had to go get the ball in that spot and try to make something happen. And unfortunately, a lot of times they just got stalled before they could even get him a touch. I mean, he literally didn't touch the ball for the first 3 minutes of the second, right, John? Based off what I saw there, and he didn't shoot the ball until about 6 minutes into the second. So he was a non-factor there, and then later he just missed a lot of shots. So this is tough. I mean, it was a return to the old Celtics essentially offensively in this one, and the Warriors were able to make them look so uncomfortable, so rattled at times, and every quarter seemed to get worse. Like, the ball just started flying around more and more. Turnovers increased into that second half. No one could really find a way to settle them down outside of Brown and Brogdon.